This is basically a levee road. Just a one-way road that goes along the levee where the rocks are built up to stop the water from merging. He needs a good off-leash run. It's been a day or two. So there's maybe 10-mile-an-hour wind coming through here right now. Feels so good, by the way. It's like an 80-degree day. This tree right here has probably seen such fierce wind standing alone in the middle of this place right here. That 10-mile-an-hour wind, it hit this tree and it made such a loud noise that I thought a car was coming, but it was just the wind hitting those leaves. This is a unique spot. He is almost pulling on his leash because of all the new smells, and I am walking about as fast as I can. Very high speed, burn calorie, healthy walk right now. This is a lot of fun. Okay, so here's a field where we can look at this. Yeah, they grow, I don't know if it's soy. They grow something, I'm pretty sure it's soybeans on these islands out here, and they just have these levee roads to get to them where farm equipment can drive on it. Now, a lot of times these fields, even though you can't, they're actually public, but you're not allowed to go on them. They're for farm use only, so agricultural use. But this is not owned by this farmer, if you get what I'm saying. This levee right here is really cool. So it's a little more than 3 feet deep. The thing is those trees are caught on other trees. So they're not on the bottom. They're caught on other trees that are on the bottom. And you don't know where the other trees are until this whole place drains, you know? Which it does in winter. There's very little water here in winter. You can see, river, calm down. You can see the trees underneath that it's caught. There's this little brown bird with a white belly that sticks his butt up in the air left and right as he walks along here. He's here every morning. But he's not here right now, and I'm wondering what happened to him. I'm very worried. I spoke too soon. This is literally 10 seconds later, and he's on the log right there. So River doesn't even chase him off anymore. Cricket watched him through the window for a while, but doesn't even watch him anymore. See? River doesn't bark at him. He just goes up and down from that log all the way down here, past this log, and then back, looking for bugs. Every morning and every day, all day. This is one of those grass is greeners. This is the levee, and I can't get to the other side of it from here, obviously. And look how beautiful that looks. This is definitely a grass is greener kind of situation. And fish. So they cut the grass on both sides of the road here a couple times a year. I'm going through and grabbing some. When I walk along this trail, it's kind of funny. In the middle of the trail, there'll be canine poop, right? And I thought at first you're like, oh, well, someone's walking their dog on a bicycle or something, and the dog's going to the bathroom while it's running. Something like that. And I used to think, man, why wouldn't you just kick it off the trail? Why wouldn't you do something about it? You know, and I blame a person. In reality, this is what it is. Now that I've lived out here so long and I know how crazy coyotes are about dog scent, person walks their dog down here and their dog is in the middle like this. The dog is leaving footprints that smell like a dog. So the coyote comes, poops on the footprints. Every 50 feet or so. Yeah, and they do it over the course of a couple of days. Right on the footprints. This isn't a dog doing that. No one brought their dog out here. You know what I mean? These are coyotes that are mad that my dog walked through here 2 days ago and 3 days ago. So we came to this levee, not yesterday, but the day before. And then we're back, and this is our morning walk. And it's less than a mile long, and there are 14 coyote poops on River's footprints where he's walking along there. That's like at least 5 coyotes. And they're all full of rabbit hair. It's clearly a coyote poop. Gotta keep an eye on my little dog. I love the red-winged blackbirds. So we just got back from about an hour and a half dog walk. And look at our little guy still just doing the same routine all day. It's crazy how they live in such a look how he crawls underneath things too. Like just crawls into the leaves and disappears for 2 minutes. It's insane. And it's a bird. Yeah. And then you know, he only, you know, like his whole life is wherever he sleeps, and then this little log and this little beach right here. That's it. It's where he lives. This whole thing. Just here and here. That's his life. It's crazy. And you know, great blue heron, when you watch a great blue heron, it's not, it's not much bigger. You think that they have miles that they roam, but they don't. They have one perch, 3 places that they eat within eyesight of that perch, and that's all they do. And they stay there whether it's 10 degrees below zero or 90 degrees. He's already laying down. You gotta move, buddy. Watch out, buddy. Will you be a good today? Yeah. I'm gonna put dirt in here. You gotta move. Plus, me and you over here is probably not a good idea. Watch out, bud. I probably should look in here. You should look in the hole before you stick your hand in the hole, right? You can make that jump. It's a 2-foot jump. Come on. You got this. Come here. I told you. I got dirt on me. You like dirt. You like playing in the dirt. You want to help? I'm making you grass to eat. She goes over to the grass. She's eating it right now behind the camera. It's awesome. And then this log sits. I think we all would like it to face upright, but it sits flat on the raft with it not upright. So I believe the grass is going to grow out of the side and grow up. I guess that's proof I got it from a gravel road and not from like the inside of a forest. So here's where we're at on the deck. Basically, the peppers look great. They're growing every single day. I put some moss on top of them to stop them from getting dried out during the day because it is a cart, container. I mean, the squash and the cucumbers look good. They just are what they are. They're kind of growing every day. Everyone told me I need to put fencing behind there, which I will. I'll just do that. It makes sense. Tomatoes look amazing. We're getting more and more tomatoes every day. They're little, but they're everywhere. They're on like 4 different levels. And then I put the grass in earlier today, just before noon, I think. We got back right around 12. It doesn't look happy, but my guess is it wouldn't look happy until the roots start to get some water and they grow in. So I'm going to water them again tonight, and hopefully it'll just go straight up towards the sun tomorrow. And then it'll be some grass that River can pee on and Cricket can chew on. We're going to wait about a half an hour or an hour, and then we're going to go out for a sunset cruise.